everybody, welcome to today's Lunch and Learn. I'm Carrie and this is Cory, and we're here today to talk to you all about animal art. So a lot of people don't realize that our animals here at the zoo are actually really good artists. So we do an activity where we paint with some of our animals. We do consider it a form of enrichment. Enrichment here at the zoo is anything that kind of keeps some animals' minds occupied, gets them to do some natural type behaviors. Now when I say that though, painting doesn't really sound like a natural behavior, but the way we do it is we put paint and canvases down on a tablecloth, so you'll see that in just a moment, and then we encourage the animal to run, walk, slither, hop, whatever they do, back and forth through the paint. And that's a nice enriching experience because it's a different texture than what they normally get to feel on their feet. It's a different smell than maybe what they normally get to smell. They might get to see some colors they don't normally get to see. Some of our animals actually eat it too, so it might be a little different taste than what they normally get to eat. We just always have to warn the keepers when we painted with our animals, just in case tomorrow things start coming out different colors. So we do have to keep that in mind when we're working with our animals. The paint we use is tempera paint. It's literally the finger paint that kindergartners use and eat also. So there's nothing in it that is toxic for our animals. Like I said, sometimes it just makes some fun stuff fun colored the following day. So Cory is going to start us out today with sticks.
Hey everyone, I am Cory and we have Styx here, and Styx is one of our animal ambassadors here at the Akron Zoo, and Styx is a Euromastix, so that's why we got the name Styx, so the very end of Euromastix. So Styx today shows out these lovely colors, so this beautiful blue and this exquisite yellow. So Styx is one of our best painters, so we're going to put her down here. Maybe. Sometimes you gotta wait, get that artistic creativity. You gotta feel it in the right moment. So Styx is a Euromastix, like I mentioned, so a lizard. They're found in different parts of northern Africa, in some parts of Asia, the very southwestern parts. Styx here has been with us for about like seven or 8 years. We expect that she's about 10. They can live in the wild. They live about 15 years, is kind of the average, but in human care, they can live much longer. So they can live anywhere between 30 to 35 years, actually. So Styx is still pretty young. So we still expect Styx here to be with us for quite some time. She's like, I normally don't get, filmed while I paint. It's a private affair. Styx, mostly what she likes to eat. So she is mostly an herbivore. In the wild, so she would eat, little plants, little seeds, things like that she would find. Here at the zoo, she gets some of the same things. So she gets some of the leafy greens, but she also gets some bugs as well. So she'll get some mealworms and some crickets occasionally too, every so often, from some additional little treats here.
She's very focused on the cameraman right now.
Exactly. So she just wants to, strike a nice pose before she decides to paint, and as soon as the camera's off her, she'll be like, now is the time I express myself to the world. But usually, when Styx gets pretty warm, she likes to get going a lot. It's nice and warm in here, but, just thinking.
She's trying to decide where she wants to put all of that color.
Exactly. But yeah, these are pretty cool animals. So in the wild, they will live in the desert area, so much hotter kind of areas. So she does have that really good camouflage to help hide in the sand and rocks. The adult Euromastix will actually burrow, so actually make really deep burrows, so anywhere like 4 meters down, so pretty deep down. But baby Euromastix can't do that, so a lot of times they'll just hide under rocks, and that camouflage will help them. And usually the boys have a little bit more brighter colors to maybe attract the ladies to find a girlfriend, whereas the girls are a little bit darker color. Because a lot of times they'll be hanging out on the nest and protecting the eggs until the eggs hatch.
Cory, a question's coming through. So how do you get the paint off the animal? Does it come off with just water?
That is a good question. Yep. So it is a washable paint, so it comes off pretty easy. So a lot of times our reptiles, we'll just kind of let them soak in very shallow, warm water, and that will just come off pretty naturally. Sometimes some of our bigger animals, we might give them like a wet towel, and that will help get off most of it. And a lot of the animals will actually kind of clean the rest off. So most of them are pretty good at getting the stuff off of them on their own. But yeah, it comes off really pretty easily.
Maybe we'll come back to
Yeah,
Sticks.
Sticks, think it over.
We'll give
and then,
Sticks some time and.
She's camera shy.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we'll move over here to Marcy, and I do have some of Marcy's favorite treats, so we'll see if she cooperates a
What
little
are her
bit
treats?
better.
Let's see what her treats
So
are.
she has very yummy cut up fish. That's one of her absolute favorites. So nice and smelly, which she does have an excellent sense of smell, so it makes sense why she would like the smelly stuff. So let's see if she's ready to come on out. Look at all that yummy stuff, Mars. Come on out. I know. So you can see she reacted to the paint a little bit, but as long as she gets some of her favorite treats, she is good to go with whatever kind of walking back and forth we usually ask her to do. So you get to watch her chew too. Some nice little chewing footage for you there. Turn her around, grab a little snack. So you see a nice little opossum footprint there. Got her little back thumb and then some of her toes. All right, you ready to come back this way? Let's get some green. Come here. And Marcy, she actually, to clean up, we do give her basically a wet towel, kind of like a wet towelette to kind of clean herself up a little bit. So when she goes back into that kennel that I got her out of, that's her travel kennel, when she goes back into it, we'll put a big wet towel in the bottom. It's nice warm, and she can soak her feet in it, have a little bit of a spa soak there for her feet to clean her feet off. And that's really all the help she needs, because opossums are pretty clean animals. But we do want to get it off her feet, because otherwise when she starts cleaning her face and her hair, she's going to get it all over her body, and then she would be a purple and green opossum, which is not very normal. Good girl. Yep, there we go, licking some paint. We'll make sure we tell the keepers about that, so that tomorrow when Marcy's got a little bit of purple coming out, that they're aware of why. You want to turn around for me? So you can kind of see her painting there. We got some purple and some green smears. And we do this with a lot of our different education animals. We have a skunk that paints, ooh, there's a perfect one. Unfortunately, it's on the paper. But we do this with a skunk. We do it with a kinkajou. We do it with our dove. We do it with a lot of our snakes and our different lizards. I'm trying to think, we also paint with our parrots. And believe it or not, we have a hawk that paints. If you guys tuned in last week to the Lunch and Learn, where we met Kachara, the Harris hawk, she's one of our best painters. So she is one of our painters too. So it's a lot of fun to paint with these guys.
We have some questions.
Yeah, excellent.
Okay, let's see here. Nori wants to know where they live.
Well, here at the zoo, both of these animals live in our education area. So they're not anywhere out that's viewable every day, because these are animals that travel out for special programs and that kind of thing. In the wild, Marcy here would live in Ohio. She's a native backyard animal. You might see her if you go out at night and see some glowing eyes. Might be an opossum. Sticks, let's see. Cory, do you remember what her range was for where Sticks lives in the wild? It's over Asia, Africa, right?
Northern Africa, southwest Asia.
Carrie, Brianna and Sarah want to know, what are some other things they eat?
What, the opossums?
Yes.
So opossums are not picky eaters. Basically, as long as it's edible, they're gonna eat it. That's why opossums can live just about anywhere, because they are not picky at all. So they eat bugs, they eat meat, they eat eggs, they eat flowers, they eat berries, they eat plants. They literally eat anything that they can chew up and swallow, your garbage even.
Sarah is saying that opossums are very adaptable, but are there places they can't live?
To be honest, opossums originally are from Central and South America. They weren't even supposed to live here in North America, but they are so good at adapting to live just about anywhere that they have made their own way up, all the way through North America, even up into Canada. Now, you're probably not going to find an opossum in Antarctica. That's not really an option. It's a little too cold for them there. But otherwise, as long as they can find food and they can survive the temperatures, they could live just about anywhere.
Miles wants to know how long opossum tails are.
So we can look here at Marcy's while she's munching here. Oh, got a little bit of paint on her. So, about a foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, about a foot or so. And they do use those tails, they're prehensile tails, so she can use that tail kind of like a fifth hand, more or less. So when Marcy is moving around in the wild, she can use that tail to help her to climb. She can't hang from it. Only baby opossums can hang from it. But she can use that big tail to kind of help her climb if she is climbing. Or I've even seen her use it as a backpack, where she will gather up her bedding and she'll curl it up and wrap it in her tail and carry it behind her. I would love to have a tail to carry all my stuff. So yeah, she uses it as a backpack too.
Let's go back and look at Styx's
right.
artwork.
Yeah, it looks like Styx did a pretty good job after the camera was off of her.
Yeah, Styx really does like privacy during painting. So
Yeah.
very good job.
Oh, she's come back all washed out.
And she's all washed
Got
and
mostly
clean.
her bath. She got a few little spots to finish up, but she just needed her time to express her creativity without the eyes of the public.
Now, Styx has a pretty interesting backstory, too.
Yes, that is true. So Styx actually was a rescue. So Styx, we adopted her from a rescue center. So she was actually found in an abandoned house. So a lot of times people get an animal like Styx or other lizards, and then realize they take a lot of work. So they're not always the best animals to have, because you have to make sure you have special light bulbs, all the right food for them. Styx did have a really good story that we were able to adopt her and give her a really good second chance on life, so she could still come out and meet people and educate about an animal that you don't often see. So not always a common animal you see often. So she has a really cool story.
And Marcy actually has a similar story, too. She is one of those where it started out a little bit sad and ended up with a nice, happy story here at the zoo. Marcy was born in the wild, and where she was born, she unfortunately, when she was in her mother's pouch, her mom was hit by a car. And unfortunately, that happens a lot to opossums. They don't have very good vision, and they go out on the roads looking for food, and that happens. And Marcy's mother did not survive, but they were able to find the live babies still with Marcy's mom. And they took her to a local rehabilitator, who is somebody who takes in injured or orphaned or sick animals from the wild. Their goal is to fix them back up and put them back in the wild if they can. But Marcy got a little bit too friendly in the process, so we couldn't put her back in the wild. So she came to live with us at the zoo here and will have a nice full life eating all of the yummy fish and whatever other foods that she desires that day.
A couple questions. So Roberto wants to know how long Styx likes to paint for.
So Styx, usually we can do usually shorter sessions with most of our animals, so maybe 10-15 minutes usually. Usually by then, Styx is one of those that usually moves pretty quickly, as you saw. That happened just in the brief few minutes that Carrie was working with Marcy. So she usually paints pretty quickly. You can see when she's in my hand, she likes to get going when she's warm. So usually she's done pretty quickly.
Trip would like to know how long Styx can get.
So Styx of this type is pretty much full grown. So she's about 10 years old. So yeah, we don't expect her really to grow any larger than she is now.
Tanisha is saying, which animal is making that noise?
Oh, so that is Winter. She is our ringneck dove. I think she's been in a couple of our lunch and learns so far, but she definitely has lots to say whenever people are around. So she's just saying hi to everybody. All right, so I wanted to tell you guys, this is kind of the exciting part of the day. We'll let Marcy kind of go back and clean her little feet up there. So we'll send her back into her kennel. Want to head back in there for me? Come here. She's so focused on the food. It's in here. So she's got a nice little wet, moist towelette kind of thing in there.
Look at that amazing artwork.
Yeah. So here's the exciting part of the day. Because we know everybody loves to see the animals paint, we have decided to do a little contest for you guys today. So what we're going to do is Cory has some trivia questions he's going to give you in just a second. And what I want you to do is try to answer those in the comments of this video. And we'll go through after an amount of time, maybe tomorrow or something like that. And we will get your answers. And whoever answers right will be put it into a raffle. And you will be raffled to win one of these lovely paintings. So one person will win a painting from Marcy, and one person will win a painting from Styx. So there is a question for Styx, and there's this question for Marcy. So we'll do that. Cory, do you want to read those trivia questions for us?
So to win one of Styx paintings, Styx trivia question is, what does Euromastix translate to from ancient Greek? So what does Euromastix translate to from ancient Greek? And then for Marcy, so opossums do have a lot of teeth. but how many teeth do opossums have?
Let's ask those again.
All right, so for sticks, what does the word uromastix translate to from ancient Greek? And for the opossum, how many teeth do opossums have?
All right, and then I have one more cool piece of information I want to share with you. So if you've not been to the zoo in a while, you may not have noticed, but we do actually sell this animal art in our gift shop. And our gift shop knows that animal art's lots of fun, and after you guys watch this, you might want to take home your own piece if you don't get the chance to win one of these lovely pieces here. So the gift shop has offered, even though the zoo is closed, that if you would like to order some animal art, they can take your order and mail it to you. And we have several different kind of animals. You could talk to the gift shop about what they have, but if you would like to order some animal art from the zoo, you can either call the zoo and leave a message in the gift shop at 330-375-2550, extension 7210. That's extension 7210 for the gift shop if you want to call the zoo and order some animal art, or you can try emailing the zoo. You can email our info line. So it's info, I-N-F-O, at akronzoo.org. So that's 330-375-2550, extension 7210, or info, I-N-F-O, at akronzoo.org. Thank you guys very much. I hope you enjoyed painting with our animals today.